Hello, good people. Another great opportunity for us to continue learning. Learning never stops. Please embrace that mentality and you'll be good. Now, if you're new in this channel, we've learned lots and lots of data analysis. We've learned a lot about advanced Excel. We've learned about, how you can use this knowledge in your work environment. You do not have to be an accountant for this information to be relevant to you. You do not have to be a finance or maybe professional, but this knowledge, this is a skill that you need as a person. Whether you are in formal employment, whether you are doing your own business, with this knowledge, you can apply it anywhere. That's the beauty of advanced Excel knowledge. That's the beauty of Power BI. That's the beauty of data analysis. All this information you need it to apply in your work environment. Now, if you're new and you're wondering what I'm talking about, I would want to encourage you, kindly take a minute and subscribe to this channel, follow this channel. In the bio, you can also get our link to the YouTube channel that has all, lots of videos that are categorized into various tools, or maybe the analysis, analysis tools that you need to use in some of these applications like Advanced Excel, Power BI, and most importantly, how that information is useful to you as a person in your work, in your daily work environment, or as a business person, as an entrepreneur. How can you leverage on such information to help you grow yourself, grow your skills as a person so that you be fit, and also to make you competitive in the market out there. Now, I believe you followed the channel, and I believe you've also checked on our bio so that you get to see what are the links to our YouTube channel. You'll get elaborate videos because we cannot maybe give you all elaborate videos in the social media platforms, but in YouTube, you'll always get it in full. So now, good. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following. Now, let's continue. Out of all the knowledge we've learned before, and that's why I started by challenging those who are coming here for the first time. You need to take your time and go through the videos we posted before in this channel, and in our YouTube. You'll always get all the detailed information and you'll be able to learn lots of these skills. Now, I have a sample payroll data that is showing on the screen right now as we speak. Now, if you look at the sample payroll data that we have there, you can see that our employees are starting from row number 4, and it goes all the way to row number 97. You can see that. So basically, that's 93 employees that we have there. Now, out of the 93 employees, we've been given where they work. That is named their division. Actually, those are like the towns where they work. Someone works in Migori, someone works in Kiambu, in Nyeri, in Kilifi, and all that. They are all over Kenya. Now, departments where they work is also given there. When they were hired to be employees, whether they're doing, sales or maybe whatever kind of work they're doing, this is just a sample data to show you how useful or maybe how this skill is relevant to you. We have the hours in which they work. Then we have the hourly rate. How much are they being paid per hour? Then you are required to get the gross pay and to get the status of these employees. Some of them are full-time employees, some of them are part-time employees. Now, I want to show you a sample, the reason why you need to have these skills and how applicable is it in the real work environment. Now, I would want us to go ahead and get their gross pay. How do we get gross pay? Gross pay, we just get the number of hours each person works or each employee works, and we multiply that with the hourly rate of each employee. So with the knowledge, with the knowledge of this advanced Excel, you don't even have to sweat. You'll not have to do, like, for example, you get the number of hours, then you multiply by the hourly rate, and you say, for example, employee number 1, who is Mwanalima Nelson, maybe is getting a gross pay of 1151, like that. Yeah, this is correct. And then in this age and era, you do not have to waste a lot of time doing the same computation line by line for all the 93 employees. You're wasting a lot of time. You get that? So if you have this knowledge that we are giving here for free, yeah, you'll realize that once you've computed the gross pay for the first employee, you are able to use the autofill tool. You are able to collapse all the other, cells that are following from employee number 2 to employee 91, number 91, because we have a total of 93 employees here. So if I use that autofill tool like that, you will see that already I have the gross pay for all the employees, and we can confirm the same from any number of employee here, and you can see actually Excel has done the correct thing because we already set a formula. That is the power of embracing this technology and skills in this age and era. Do you think this information is not useful to you in your regular work environment? Definitely it is. Yeah. So I believe you appreciate the importance of learning these skills. Now let's go a notch higher and show you something very interesting. Yeah. Something very interesting. Now we've already gotten the gross pay for each employee, depending on the number of hours they work and the rate that they are being paid in 1 hour. Right. Now, to go a notch higher, I will ask you something. Now, assume you're given such an information and someone asks you or tells you that out of these our 93 employees, some of them are full-time employees, while some of them are also working on part-time basis. Yeah. Then this person goes ahead and tells you now, all employees who work for 40 hours and above are full-time employees. And those employees who work for less than 40 hours, those employees are part-time employees. Now, tell me, in that our 90, out of the 93 employees we have, who is working part-time and who is working full-time? I want to know the number of employees who are working full-time and the number of employees who are working part-time. Now, as a professional, as someone, maybe you have your degree there, you are in a suit, maybe you are there working in a big office. It will be very embarrassing that you cannot even be able to embrace such simple skills and come up with the full-time employees and part-time employees in such a setup. Yeah. So that's why I'm here for you. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to show you. And I'm here to take you through and to show you how simple some of these things are. It just requires your goodwill. It requires your investment in time. Yeah, so that you be able to learn this. Now, let's get the status of these employees. Now, we've been told that those who work for 40 hours and above are full-time, and those who work for less than 40 hours are part-time employees. So let's go ahead and instruct Excel and tell Excel that kindly categorize these employees for me. Yeah, and tell me who is full-time, who is part-time. Now, let's go ahead. Now, if I come here, I want to use conditional formatting. This conditional formatting, it is on condition that for someone who works for 40 or more hours, that's full-time. Less than 40, that is part-time. So I will come here and employ the use of if functionality. Now, with the if functionality, I will tell that Excel that now, if someone works, yeah, now I will give reference. I will give reference. Now, if you don't understand the types of referencing, check the previous videos. I explained all these types of referencing, partial referencing, absolute referencing, and mixed referencing. All that is there. Now, I will go there and say, now, if someone works for either 40 or more than 40 hours, that employee is a full-time employee. That is a full-time employee. On the flip side, if someone works for less than 40 hours, that person is a part-time employee. So once I've instructed Excel like that, then Excel will tell me that the first employee is a full-time employee. You can see that, and we can also confirm that actually 42 is more than 40. So this must be a full-time employee. After I've done for the first employee, I do not have to repeat the same procedure for all of them. I will just come here and use the autofill functionality, and you will see for yourself that we have, like for example, this employee number 2, we are being told is a part-time employee. Is it true? Check on the number of hours. This employee has worked only for 35 hours. It is less than 40. So it is true this is a part-time employee. Employee number 3 has worked 42 hours. Actually, this one now is a full-time employee, and you can see Excel is telling us that is full-time. come to employee who is appearing in cell number, for example, cell number 37, you will see that actually this employee has only worked for 32 hours, which is less than 40. So that must be a part-time employee, and you can see the correct, connotation is given there. Let's go to even the last employee. The last employee, is it part-time or full-time? Depending on the number of hours, let's look at that. The last employee in cell number 97, this Winnie Wagudi. Now, this one, employee worked for 35 hours, and you can see it is actually less than 40. So this must be part-time. Is it part-time according to Excel? That is true. You see that? So this is the power of embracing such kind of technology, and this is the power of making sure that you improve your skills. Now, through this data alone, we can do a lot of analysis, but for today, I just wanted to remind you on how you use the autofill, cell referencing, and the power of Excel in getting, the outputs that we need. For example, we've done the gross pay, and then we've used conditional formatting, the if functionality, to get the status of each employee. I hope this makes sense to you, and I hope you've gotten something out of it. Now, if you're wondering how you want to get this knowledge, kindly get to to my bio in this channel here. Grab my contacts, grab my email address. You can always reach out so that we discuss the best way possible you can be able to have all this put together for you, and you can learn at pocket friendly prices, very, very pocket friendly. And the schedule is flexible and it's according to your plan. Do not worry, no one will require you to go and sit in any class physically. No, you learn at the comfort of your home, at the comfort of your office, or wherever you are. So do not shy off. Do not be afraid, because with this kind of technology, you can always learn anywhere, anytime, according to your schedule. Thank you, and I believe it has been helpful. See you in the next one.